Hi there YouTube, Musical Aviator here. We're on the ground in Houston, Texas. Heading up to Denver, Colorado today on board a United Airlines 777. Got an EVO Air 777 right next to us there on the other gate. Good thing with Houston, they have only single aero bridges, which GSX doesn't completely break like with the doubles. Degenerate SGT, how you doing? You can see a little bit of a rain shower over there across the runways, so not the best weather here in Texas apparently. Anyhow, the aircraft is cold and dark, let's jump on board. This is a Boeing 777, you can go straight to the ground power without the battery. You will need the battery for the ADRU. Boeing 777 is doing well. They've already put out an update which apparently fixes that clear button issue. I don't have the update yet, so let's not go pressing the clear button. Paul Robinson, how you doing? Still enjoying the PMDG 777, and I believe next week we're going to get ourselves an MD-11 to do some cargo ops. So with any luck, next week's FNO can get Memphis happening, or at least SDF. Let's go up here, turn that on, and that. Fire test is working okay. Oxygen mask, also looking good. Let's drop down into here. Okay, United Airlines 7732. Departure charts. Starting off at the airport and the parking gates. Flight plan is via the stick. Still have a DFW shaped hole in our ATC coverage, but with any luck they show up in the next half hour before we get there. Denver's going well, and we have at least a centre here in Houston. Memphis exists. Albuquerque and Phoenix are doing pretty good. Salt Lake City. Now is this? Omaha Beach. Okay. Minneapolis is online, but Chicago is not online. And St. Louis is online if you want to do some cargo ops out of there. Okay, there's our stick departure. I think we'll only need the pinned charts from here on, at least until we get that one. And I believe we have a ATIS up. Listen to that. ATIS is 12405.
Visual contact. You have information, Charlie.
Charlie.
Intercontinental Houston Airport ATIS information, Charlie 22530. Wind 170 at 12 gusts 18. Visibility 10. 4,500 scattered. Temperature 34. 2.24. Altimeter 2978. Arrivals expect ILS or area navigation Y runway 26 right. ILS 26. ILS 27. Simultaneous approach is in use. Departing runway 15 left. 15. Notices to air mission. All aircraft taxi with transponder on. United ramp control is in effect. Land and hold short operations runway 26 left active. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
Cool, so that's Charlie. Let's log into our flight plan, shall we? Adiroo, set on. Cab util buses on. Now let's get our numbers into here. Open some holes.
Boarding requested.
Payload. Oh, sorry, we don't need to go over there anymore. Payload is 447. And the fuel, 618. Cool, that's all set.
Crew boarding starting.
Good air. And I believe you'll be wanting to chuck in a position such as that. Do the straight out raw request from Simbrief. There's no real tail strike bug, actually. The tail strike bug is people have been releasing the parking brake by firstly pressing the thing that releases the parking brake and then immediately pressing the thing that engages the parking brake, because people can't read. And when GSX tries to push your plane back with the parking brake set, it goes on its tail. So people have been releasing the park brake for like half a second, which starts GSX pushing you back, and then they've been engaging the parking brake.
Your crew has boarded.
They think that part of engaging the parking brake is
Passengers boarding starting.
moving that lever, which it isn't. I agree, Evo Blue is nice. I wish I chucked on the thumbnail instead of the older one, but here we are. It is quite a good livery, I reckon. Okay then, what we need is a route. Did you already send the request? Ah, apparently I didn't actually ask it to load. So set, set, set. Good. So the request is in now, properly, instead of just let's begin to start asking. And then well, that should complete that. Service interphone is in. Literally saw it on the Facebook group a few minutes ago. So go to the PMDG Facebook group, and there's something in there about it. One of the patches were that clear button that freezes the sim has been patched, so it doesn't do that anymore. My understanding is it is in fact a patch, not a new features. So don't expect anything particularly new. Just expect the things that were breaking the sim and causing freezes and crashes to not be there. And by crash I don't mean the sim going crash the desktop. Not, you know, crashing into the ground. Okay, we hit activate, checking through. We have Dooley, Fuzz, SPS and Hallen. That is correct. Execute. And we'll want the performance. We'll accept that. For 7.8. Flight level 380. Just checking that against the flight plan. Yep, 380. Flight tonight is 1 hour and 47 minutes. Selected. What else? VNAV, yeah.
This way, please. Hello.
Will do. Just want some more lighting.
May I see your boarding
Just put that in. Back to the charts.
Good afternoon.
Okay, it's going to be runway 15 and sticky.
Hello.
Is it Dolly or the other one? Dolly it is.
This way.
Cool.
Hello.
So it's radar vectors to boys, and then splicer will stick, and then as planned. Yeah, that's right. I'll probably be sticking to 2 to 4 hour flights with it until we get to something like cross the pond, cross the land, that kind of thing. I do have plenty of annual leave, but apparently the rest of my team also has plenty of annual leave, and they're all being taken. So at this stage, I don't even know when I can take leave next, even though that they'll want me to take leave. HR is like, please take some leave, and the boss is like, no, please don't. So at some point, they're going to have to force me to take leave, which is more to the point saying, hey boss, if we don't give this guy leave, that means we're in breach of a bunch of laws.
Hello. Hello.
Anyway, this week we have the 777, next week we have the MD-11. Okay, so the temperature is 48. Once again, I don't like this flaps 5 thing on a Boeing 777-300. This flap 15 should be standard.
Good afternoon.
147, 150, 154.
Hello. Hello. This way.
The reference speeds are always coming up mostly too low on the V1s and then about right on the V2s, so that's been interesting. Going to turn off the reference speeds. We'll go 147.
Hello.
I understand V1 being high is because the runway is long.
Hello.
You don't need to actually you can probably rotate at the same point that the abort needs to happen. That's like you can abort right to the point that the nose wheel lifts off the ground.
Good afternoon.
They even delay the actual rotation because you don't need to rotate straight away. The main thing you need to worry about is that V2, which is great. So the V2 doesn't change, but V1 changes depend on the length of the runway, and the rotation you can actually delay that rotation a little bit so that you get airborne in turbulence without you know, being close to the storm. But the V2 needs to stay the same.
Hello.
PMDG 737 MAX, I'd be surprised if it
This way.
comes out this year, in my opinion, but we'll see.
Good afternoon.
Alright, let's chuck all those numbers into the FMS as well.
This way.
So the takeoff reference is good, the reference OT, the current temperature is 17.
Welcome on board.
And then we want the D rate. Selected temp will be 48.
Good afternoon.
Back to the takeoff once again, it's even made it lower, which is silly.
Hello.
That was close, and that's right.
Hello.
Disarming LNAV and VNAV right here at the gate. No need not to.
Good afternoon.
Then on the SID we'll need a top altitude.
Hello. This way.
So the top altitude is 16,000 feet.
Boarding pass, please.
That is set. Alright, at this point we'll want the APU going on. I'll chuck the logo lights on. Let's have a look what's happening outside. Cool, we can shut some doors.
Boarding pass, please.
Can we use that one?
Good afternoon. This way. Boarding pass, please.
And we have an ACARS with a transponder code which is 2426.
May I see your boarding pass?
Let's go ahead and turn that transponder all the way on.
Hello.
TCAS.
Hello. Welcome on board. Hello.
That's right there.
This way.
Cool. Sets the tower off. someone to do the TCAS test? I thought the test was just the top bot. Should be that. Yes, that's right. Correct. The idea is if you abort at the V1, you come to a stop on the runway. And if you abort past the V1, you come to a stop past the runway. That's what they calculate for, you know, weight of the aircraft, ambient temperature, whether it's raining or not, with wet ground or not, length of the runway, height of the airfield, all that kind of stuff. Everything makes a difference. But at some point we end up with a runway that's long enough that you could literally almost take off and land again on the same runway. Not that you'd ever do that in an airliner, but you know, you could. So in some aircraft, some places you have like a 4 kilometer runway and your density altitude is sea level, and you're in like an aircraft that barely has any passengers and fuel on it, you're probably going to be able to make your V1 abort point the rotation point. So you could literally get to the point where you're about to pull back on the yoke and fly, abort, and still remain on the runway. We're not quite at that stage. We're about 3 knots difference. But yeah, you say that V1 is the point of no return. Realistically, a properly calculated V1 is the point after which, if you try to stop the plane, you will depart the runway before you stop. In other words, you'll have an encounter with grass, which you don't want. But in this case, we get up to 147 knots before we get to that speed. If we were to abort at 149 knots, which is the 1 knot before rotation, we'd probably leave the runway after stopping. Leave the runway, however you'd like that to be. Whether it be flying off the runway or going into the grass at the end of it. But yeah. Whereas the FMS uses a balanced field calculation, so it just assumes an average runway instead of calculating it like that. Asking for some hydraulics. Let's go. Trim will be 4.5. Sorted. Terrain set. Alright, we got Houston 134, 425. So yeah, sometimes on a long runway, and I say density altitude sea level, whether that means the airport's at a high elevation or it's really warm, one of those. But, you know, low density altitude, long runway, light aircraft, it's quite possible you can get all the way to the rotation point and then stop the aircraft and still have plenty of runway left. We're not quite at this point in the 777 at the moment. Well, it could be if we had less fuel on board. no passengers, kick all the passengers out, fly for 1 hour with the minimum reserves, you probably get to the point where V1 equals rotation. Now of course it's nonsensical to abort after you're airborne because you're already flying. You can't stop flying before you fly when you're already flying. So yeah, rotation is always the maximum V1. Was that rotation, you're already flying. You can't avoid flying when you're already flying. That's logically not possible. So yeah, if we had a lighter aircraft, we could possibly push that V1 all the way up to 150. $150 would be the limit for V1, because at that point you're already flying. Alright, let's get our doors closed. Closing all doors. APU is on, I'm going to disconnect that primary. Let's chuck on the beacon. Arm all doors. And get rid of all of our vehicles, including ground power. Do we have the parking brake on? We do. For some reason I'm finding it's quite difficult to get the wheel chocks to remove from the ground connections window. It kind of works in the service vehicles window. So I have to change on that. I don't know why they've got an option to disconnect it on a place where it doesn't do that, but anyway, maybe that's something they're going to patch. Let's throw some fuel tanks in and run a checklist. Okay, oxygen's been tested. Flight instrument secured. Apparently I don't have any parking brakes there. Okay, parking brake is off. It is now on. Interesting. Going to override that. Hopefully GSX doesn't have this issue. Who am I kidding? GSX always has an issue.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
So I've got the hydraulics set.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground
Alrighty.
services.
Might have to do the old simple mode again. Set.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
Alright, let's see what's going on here. Do we not have hydraulic now? What's the gear doing? Scalar Durante, you can see. So apparently that's not making any difference whatsoever. Having the parking brake on doesn't mean that the parking brake is on. It is in fact
You
not
need to
on.
set parking brakes to request ground services.
All wheel chocks. Let's give it the wheel chocks back, shall we? Let's do it that way. So oh, of course, you literally can't do it. Done. Alright, now let's get that thing going. wanting to push back to the right.
All aircraft, this frequency advised, Houston Center is closed.
Okay.
No further
We're
service
ready to
available.
push
back.
Monitor advisory frequencies 122.8. Good night.
I was ready just in time for them to be leaving. In the middle, in the first hour of an event. Cool. Nice. That's really good. So, welcome to the event. Bye. When does the event start? Now.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Oh, I'm not trying to get it off. I'm trying to get it on. Apparently the parking brake on isn't on enough for GSX to recognize that it's on. I know how to get it off. That's easy. The problem is I can't get it on even though it is on. Or at least I can't get it on in a manner that GSX recognizes it. GSX thinks that the parking brake is currently off, and it thinks that parking brake is currently off. It's either off or off. Apparently the event goes for approximately 0 seconds, according to the air traffic controller that just logged off. So it starts at 10 AM and it's currently 10 AM and they've just logged off. I don't know what that is. Taxiing? Taxiing works fine.
Release parking brakes.
See, GSX now knows that we have parking brakes on, so I'm going to release it.
Commencing push. All Set engines parking clear. brakes. Start at will.
Okay. Start flight deck door, MCP, takeoff setting, trim, and taxi briefing completed. Beacon is on. You're going to push us anytime soon? That would be awesome. Oh, you're just going to stand there, eh? Throttle runaways. I've seen them happen before, but not for a while. We apparently had one last flight that I did, because we got the takeoff warning horn when I'd moved the throttle by an inch. So now the GSX can't decide whether or not our parking brake is set or not. I'm going to cycle them again. Parking brake is definitely set. It is on. You should not be able to move the wheels. And now it is unset. It is off. You should be able to move the wheels. GSX has not noticed any difference between those two settings at all. They are in fact the same, which is weird because we were having no problems yesterday. Okay, come back to realistic.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
GSX wants to die, apparently. He wants a good engine start. Oh, that's right, because they've disappeared and broken. Okay, cool. Coaddle is dead. Let's start that process again.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
Hi, how you doing? Parking brake is set again.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground
Parking brake
services.
is not actually set, even though it is. Okay, parking brake is set. Parking brake is set.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
You mean that one where it's realistic. Change settings in FMC, change brakes to realistic. So how do you change it from realistic to realistic? Are you suggesting just toggle it back from simple to realistic and back again? Maybe. Alright, let's go. Parking brake is set.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
Parking brake is not set.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground
Parking
services.
brake is set. Ah, it worked that time. Cool. Sometimes it works. GSX doesn't understand the difference between parking brake set and parking brake not set. They're both the same. Parking brake set, when the parking brake is engaged in the car move, means it's not set. Parking brake unset, where you can move the aeroplane, means it's not set. So it's either not set or not set. They're the two options. Not or not. I know that about how to do it. What we're trying to do is tell GSX that my parking brake is currently set and you can't move the aircraft.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah, that's probably the main issue, that the GSX profile can't tell what the parking brake is doing. And sometimes you trick it into believing that the parking brake is set.
Locking gear.
With any luck, they'll be able to tell when it is unset. We're in simple mode, so we just like press the toe brakes and stuff. Nose to the right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Release parking brakes, please. Toe brakes forward. Parking brake please.
Commencing push. All engines parking brakes start at will.
I had two transmissions at the same time there. It's like start engines, whatever. But I think they've stopped pushing us back because the parking brake is set. As you can tell by it not being set and set at the same time. Schrodinger's parking brake, I see. Might just need to slew it back. Do that if I need to. That's not a thing. So gonna start the engines here at the gate and we're gonna slew it into the position. Engine right set. Right engine set to run. Yeah, it could be. I reckon at the moment we have the parking brake not set. I'm going to set them now. Good start, we'll start the left. And set left. Hurry up the thingy. We are, cool. Alright, I'm going to reset the position so we don't have a nose thing hanging out there. Parking brake is set. I'm just going to go into realistic mode since apparently that will be fine now. Okay, AP shutdown. Taxi lights on. Just gonna have a little bit of a slew back. Alrighty, let's run the rest of these flight controls. That sounds like an actual problem that I have no idea how to fix. My idea of fixing it would be going to Microsoft and asking them for help with a product that you paid money for. Well, I've just confirmed that the parking brakes are indeed released. Full taxi, we have anti-ice not required, recall has been checked, automatic RTO, flight controls have been checked, and ground equipment has been obliterated by GSX. So we're going into this space. I'm just going to have to double check that. So this space here is November, I reckon. Oh, that's right, they name their things dumb. Everything up here is November, because it's the north apparently. So into November Kilo, then November Juliet. That's November Echo. Yeah, November Echo and November Charlie. We're going to go November Echo and then Whiskey Whiskey. Why would I set standard? Standard's not after takeoff. Standard's when you get a flight level. We're not currently at a flight level. We're climbing to 16,000 feet because of the United States of America and transition is 18. You set standard after you get a altitude that's a flight level. Climb to flight level X, Y, Z. Which will probably be 190 or 2 something. You don't go to standard immediately after takeoff. That would be silly, especially if you have to level off at 16,000. Oh, we're meant to be on the seat out, aren't we? Damn it. There's Aedes, Houston, Pirates, around the tower. Oh, it's one of those. Let me look into it. What CTAP is it? KIAH. 125.35.
Houston traffic at a approximately 15 left.
Yeah, you need to hit standard at the transition level, or if you're cleared above or below the transition level. In the United States, transition is 18,000. In Australia, it's 10,000. In the Netherlands, it's like 4,000. But basically, if the controller, if you have one, tells you climb flight level, any number, that's on standard. Then you hit the standard after you've selected the altitude. So for instance, if the next controller said United 7732 climb flight level 230, then you'd adjust your altitude 230 like that, and then set standard. But for the moment we're cleared to 16,000 feet, which is not on standard. Yes, go with Whiskey Bravo. Another triple. Left them into the runway. Yeah, exactly. You can deal with the traffic on the way. Because flight level, what are we at the moment? QNH 2977. So at the moment we're on the ground at 100 feet. Now if I hit standard, we're at 240 feet. So according to standard altimeter, I'm 140 feet above the ground right now. Think about that for a moment. Can we be 140 feet below us right now? Well, we can, but we need to get an excavator and dig the runway up. That's what we're going to do. Frontier flight. Let the bus go first, eh? Careful takeoff checks. Flaps. Getting distracted by that pushback.
Radar. Monitor radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead.
Radar test complete. Before takeoff checks are complete. Houston traffic, United 7732, going 777, entering runway 15 left, Hanley. Cabin crew, please be seated for takeoff.
Houston target Airbus Cutter runway 15 left on the car.
Oh wait, another minute for him to be gone. Yeah, I noticed that. I wasn't able to get the TCAS test to go by clicking that top button. Alright, they're clear. We'll be going the other direction anyway. Houston Intercontinental traffic, United 7732, departing runway 15 left, right turn. %, Toga.
Airspeed's live.
Check.
knots.
Cross check.
V1.
Rotate. V2. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Climb path. Perhaps 5. Yeah, it'll take up a heading of 180 after that. Autopilot increment. Perhaps 1. Speed jump. Heading 250. Flaps up. Up takeoff checks. Flaps up. Gear up. Check this. Heading 360. 340. No, 350. Sounds good. Yes, you do. The heading window is always open, just like a 737. It's not like the Airbus where you just like insert the thing and it just takes over and blanks it out. So, yeah, 737 style MCP. It's really 747 style MCP with some modifications. Charming. Thanks, Matt. Hope you do well in your pilot training. That's always a good thing. Actually, that 360 heading looks like it would have been correct there. So go for that. 10,000 feet. Lights can go off. And so too can the seatbelt signs. And now we'd actually contact the next controller normally, even though they all logged off at the beginning of their event. There we are. Climb, flight level, let's say 280. And picked out of heading. So it's flight level 280, you hit standard now as you're in the flight level. Well, we're not in a flight level, but we're being cleared to one. And probably get a direct to B-Beist. Direct to B-Beist, hold on. Up here the lights are off, righto. Half takeoff checklist is completed. See you in a bit for that. And over to the proper unit on 1228. Switched in. I think the next one would be is it KC or is it Memphis? Let's go with KC, it's all the closest. Before that happens, I'm going to set that heading. It's a manual heading. Nice clouds. That is correct. It does somewhat depend on the SOP. I think way back in the early 2000s, Southwest would set the standard at 18,000. But I think in the modern era, like the current year, pretty much all the airlines will set standard as soon as they get cleared to a flight level. It's almost like if you hear the word flight level, go to standard. If you hear the word feet, go to QNH or optimal setup. We go to KC center 1257. 25. There used to be some argument about being required to stop partway through the climb, but if ATC tells you to stop at a specific altitude, it's quite a simple matter to hit that standard button again, isn't it? X feet equals Q&A. Flight level X, standard. That's pretty much how it works. And people get confused about the transition level is different in Europe. Well, technically yes, but if you hear the word flight level, you're on standard. And if you hear the word feet, you're not. Easy. Yeah. I say SOPs mentioning that because I do remember Southwest in about 2003, 2004. Used to use the at 18,000 feet. But even they've changed to standard. This is not the flight level. Clearance to the flight level. You don't have to actually be through for 18,000 feet to change it. Same with Australia, 10,000 feet. Yeah, Holland is like, you get a flight level at like initial climb, which is insane. It's like, after departure, climb flight level 60.
Anyway, 262 Kansas City Center, radar contact, flight maintain, flight level 320.
So the airports of scenery that I have, I think the only one that has full ATC and scenery for the sim for me at the moment is St. Louis. I decided on Houston because they were online when I started, but they decided to not be online anymore.
Good evening, American 237.
Guess we could have done Las Vegas.
Southwest of the HVOR, flight level 340 for 360.
And I think I'll save it for LA as well. Should have picked the West Coast. Texas is abandoned.
Air 237 Kansas City Center, radar contact, that report, flight maintain, flight level 390.
Next plane and maintain 390 for American 237.
Air 230. 7. Standby. Where are you located?
We are fully southwest of the HVOR.
As we showed in the very first stream of this aircraft in
237 radar contact.
Shanghai, weather radar is working, which is unexpected for a PMDG project. So we've got a working weather radar, we also have working on ACARS as well. Going to request the ATIS at KDEL from Vatsim. Yeah, that's also true. That's what I use as well. I put it in the FMS. It's like, oh yeah, depending on the QNH, if it's between this and that, the
Take a 1245, contact
the transition
Denver,
level is X.
132.22.
And if QNH is between something else and something else, it's a different. Yeah, no, 11. 110, thanks.
Walker 380, contact Denver Center 132.22.
Which you can set in that forecast there.
132.22.
New message. Denver. Information. Is that Delta? It is Delta. That's some windy. It's 340 at 21 knots, gusting to 27.
$22. Contact Memphis Center 132.55.
Hazardous weather info for Colorado. Okay. Oh, that's a visual approach. 34 right, 35 left, and 35. And apparently there are these creatures in the sky. It's unique to Colorado. Never seen before in the rest of the world. Birds exist, apparently. Why you put that in an ATIS? Who knows?
Midcon 1039, altimeter 2966, expected visual approach runway 19 right.
I agree, yeah. And I like the SOP of just like, if you get a flight level, set standard now. It's not gonna it's not gonna change anything during the climb. And if air traffic control asks you to level off and they give you an altitude, well, just press the button again and you're back into QNH. I've been at 280 for long enough. Let's go on to 380. 380, press the button, up we go. I'm going to cancel out that message so I don't need to see it all day. Out there. Apparently it's going to be pretty clear, but windy. Windy.
Kansas City, Center Dollar 24, reporting back. Sorry about that.
Alright, I'm just going to grab myself a drink of water. I'll be back in a sec. Then we'll have a look at the location where I got my drink of water apparently. Let's do that. Okay, we have ourselves a tour of an aircraft. Let's go. Inside the cockpit we even have stuff. So this aircraft has some insurance. FCC registration, airworthiness certificate, and registration.
American 4, contact Denver Center 132.22.
A toilet and food from the FDA, saying that we can serve stuff from the galley. Observer briefing for the jump seat. Evacuation route, which would be, there's two of them, isn't there? There's one literally out that window, which we can open. The other one through the door, and then out the main door. Seat belt. And the shoulder harnesses, there's the shoulder straps right there. The buckle is probably underneath the seat on a little tab thing that you lift up. I wonder if the tab's there. Yes, it is. So there's the seatbelt buckle. There's the shoulder straps. Maybe another straps come across the lap as well.
A Giant 1080, I'm sorry, can't see
Very
here.
plug your headset in.
Say again.
Giant.
Don't chat below 10,000. Watch the traffic and say, oh, I see that traffic over there, coming straight at us. Please
And
avoid.
Giant 1080, that is approved as requested. Advise when able to return course.
Okay, Giant 1080.
There's the headset.
Advise when back on track. Thank you, sir.
Little back spot. Don't stow small items. It's hilarious. Only carry big bags. Interesting, you can't put anything on the top of that loop. And it looks so inviting as well. Let's head back. Authorized personnel
All right, 15, go ahead.
You wouldn't happen to have some winter barbecue, would you?
emergency equipment. We've got a oxygen mask,
15,
crash axe,
need
fire
20-mile
extinguisher,
separation between you and the aircraft in front of you. Can you reduce your speed to about 15 knots?
Yeah, the community 15 knots.
That's held down. Close the door behind us so we can't get the people in there. We don't. Oh, they've got the curtain open.
Gateway 252, contact Memphis Center
No clicks back to the curtain,
132.55.
you just have to walk through it.
132.55 for Gateway 252, see ya.
Lights are on clearly. We're told these seatbelt signs work, so if you click the seatbelt sign in the cabin, in the cockpit, that'll come on. Switch. I'll do first class.
Giant 8628, Kansas City, good evening. Midcon 1039, descend and maintain 4,000.
Business class, I'm assuming. I'm told not yet.
Turn right heading 160, intercept the runway 19 right localizer.
Which is a bit of a pity. Anyway, I'm sure sounds will take some time to get right.
Midcon 1039, airport at your 12 o'clock, 9 miles. You have the field? 1039, clear visual approach, runway 19 right.
Hi there, Josh. Lovely seeing that massive engine out the window.
Midcon 1039, wind 180 at 7, runway 19 right, clear to land.
Like toilet, just like nothing in there. Should make a feature request. Please place a toilet in there. Doesn't need to work. Doesn't need to have the lid open. Just, you know, lid closed, toilet in a room. They did, and they probably will let them, but you know, TSS need to format their sound for the new sim. To be honest, I wish PMDG would just like put their default sounds from P3D in here. They work fine.
Sunny to start shining. I mean, it looks like we're going to be safe. We're going to be able to keep in the shelter, so we're still on that.
And John 1080, Roger, you can proceed direct to the Kansas City VO or Mike Charlie India.
US Kansas City for 10 minutes.
Yes, we do love the engine wiggle. Looks great.
Figure 548, Kansas City Center.
I find it interesting that we have curtains in this livery, but we didn't have curtains in, was it Japan Airlines? Yeah, Japan Airlines didn't have the curtains on. United does. I suspect that's like true to the real airlines as well. Japan doesn't really care about their privacy, after all. Whereas Americans are all about privacy.
KLM17 Whiskey, you with me?
Wonder when GSX will decide to
24, you there?
Put their airborne passengers in.
24, descend maintain flight level 360 immediately.
And how many resources and frame rates that'll kill.
Immediately for traffic level.
Imagine popping like 350 passengers in this aircraft from GSX, all sitting there, moving, looking at their iPads, reading their silly magazines. With the same 30 models over and over again. Yes, exactly. Imagine the frame rates with all the passengers on. Fill it up with like 350 of the things. My God.
Alright, Delta 24, climb maintain flight level 370.
Climb maintain flight level 370, Delta 24.
American 1754.
Kansas City Center, American 1754 is flight level 360, 260 indicated.
American 1754, Kansas City Center, radar contact 38 miles south.
In the Phoenix with like 150 passengers, it's a very bad enough.
Contact 38 nautical miles south
Times out by
Mid-P
2.
VOR, American
then some.
1754.
Yeah, it's going to bring it down. Need a supercomputer for that. Maybe they can figure some way to use the
American 1039, taxi to parking via Golf, Bravo, November
as you move through the cabin, each group of curtains blocks off the next section, so they don't actually load through the curtain. That's how I do it.
Alright, buddy, thanks. See you later.
$139 arrivals. It's good to see. It's good if we don't have any air traffic control down south. But anyway.
Alright, Vision Jet 68, Sierra Papa, Kansas City, your close on request, standby.
Yeah, Kansas City, I believe, will be our next point. Where am I? There am I. Cool. We're flying straight up into the Kansas City sector, which is what we're already tuned to. And Denver after that.
And November 680 Papa, you're cleared to the Colorado Springs Airport, direct to Goodland, and then as filed, maintain.
Ah, that's aircraft ahead of us, we're catching up.
5,000, expect flight level 240.
Ah, that must be day 320, that one just before us. So he's a bit of a decimal, 80 at the best. Here we are trucking along at 825, which is improvable. 1.84. Nope, 1.836 maximum. Cool, we'll be on there.
American 237, contact Denver Center 132.22.
We're getting close to that coffin corner. What's our actual... above max. Okay, we should be at 360 not 38, but we'll see.
So for 738, Kansas City Center. Good evening. Number 680 Papa, your readback was correct. You are released for departure. Advise Kansas City Center this frequency upon entering controlled airspace, and upon entering controlled airspace, fly heading 270.
Poor old 320 sitting there. That's the altitude compared to us. There's someone up ahead of us at the same level. Yeah, 320's at 360, so can't see. No, I don't have the effects. I thought we'd just stick to the default, which is fine. Don't want to spend money on effects. Got plenty of stuff to spend money on. MD-11, other scenery, you know, trumpets, blah blah blah. Fuel, rent, electricity bill.
American 15, turn left heading 250, vectors for separation.
Left 250 for separation.
Kansas City, hello, American 1685 with you at 35,000.
American 1685, Kansas City Center.
I know the Americans don't like their CPDLCs. Which is a pity. Apparently it's true in the real world as well. I don't really care about using that thing in the service. Yep, another. Ah, you get a P3D version in the MD-11. I didn't even know. I don't see the point of having that, but anyway, it's a thing that exists. I'd rather just get the MD-11 in this sim, and we'll just fly it in this sim. We've got scenery from Memphis, and we'll start to build on the rest of the American network as we go. I've got all the airports that I really need in Australia and New Zealand at the moment. Got Auckland, Christchurch, Wellington, got Sydney, got Melbourne, got Brisbane, got Sunshine Coast, Gold Coast, Canberra, Perth, Adelaide. Don't have Darwin. Do have Alice and Ayers Rock. don't have a Dash 8, so there's no real point having things like Tamworth and Coffs Harbour at this point. Oh yeah, that's right. Hobart, that's right. Exactly. So when I get the MD-11, apparently we get P3D in passenger planes? No. 2 MD-11s that I need. FedEx and UPS. And that's it. No more MD-11s, just FedEx and UPS flying out of St. Louis and Louisville, sorry, and Memphis. It's a pity that the guys in Memphis aren't online as much as the guys in like Atlanta, who tend to be at everything. They're not there today,
55 Kansas City, so where are you located?
Memphis is on, but Atlanta's on.
Well, we're 130 from Pittsburgh, but just
yeah, we used to joke that FNO is FNO Atlanta row. Atlanta will be on all the time. So, is FNO in New York? Atlanta's on.
61
is
miles
FNO
south
in
east of
Washington?
the
Atlanta's
VOR.
on. Is FNO in Florida? Atlanta's on. Is FNO in Texas? Atlanta's on. Is FNO in Chicago? Atlanta's on.
American 15, now you can proceed direct to Garden City.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
VOR.
P3D is the
Charlie
747 now. I still like to think that I go to somewhere with really good scenery for P3D that I don't have in Microsoft Flight Sim because of cost. But, you know, at the end of the day, what you don't get in P3D is that. That scenery there is always better in this sim when you're flying. And the only way you can get around that is flying at night. You don't have to look at it. When you're flying at night, you can't see the scenery that you're flying into anyway, so kind of defeats the point. The only other major issue would be if I was flying to an island in the Pacific. It's either like water versus water en route, and then I might have a scenery in P3D. So that might be an option. Yeah, now I've got this aircraft in this simulator. I don't imagine I'll be fine with 300 in P3D when I have this option. We've got Dubai. What else do we have? Rome, Istanbul, London, Heathrow, North Gatwick.
Oh, 99 heavy. You're on the clock, though.
Atlanta, Florida, Miami, I mean. Memphis, Houston, Denver, LA. We still don't have that San Francisco scenery, do we? That's another one that needs to come up.
Ah, sure, probably. Yeah, you did. You should be with Denver Center. 132.22.
Denver Center is 7222 for American 337 apologies.
Yep, the good old 2D panels if you were building a cockpit, for instance. That might be an option.
$24, contact Memphis Center, 132.55.
3255 with all of those.
wonder if the camera light actually works. Even though the camera itself
Southwest 857, contact Denver Center 132.22.
Southern Dakota now, 32.2 Southwest 857, Steve.
They need to work on that camera. That was always a hoot in P3D.
Vision Jet 68 Sierra Papa.
They press that button over there
Radar contact.
and then show up, you know, the vision
Climb
of your
and maintain.
main landing gear, left and right.
Let's
and
see,
also
squawk,
nose
are
gear.
you squawking 7105?
I'd sometimes use that to look at our pushback happening.
Alright, squawk mode Charlie. Climb and maintain, flight level 240. You can proceed direct, good look.
Right, might be worth starting to have a look at our charts. It is only an hour and 45 minute flight. So start the search on the arrival airfield, start the airport. And go back on the chart properly. Interesting. We're not a dash line, we're a 300, but we're close. Which concourse or gate are we on?
Southwest 4189,
That's
Kansas not
in
City
the flight.
Center. You descend via the Jason 3 arrival, runway 19 right, altimeter 2968.
I think they have an ability to put something in there, but they can't get the angles right and they can't get the zoom anything close to right. So that's the issue. It's possible that's two different locations cam thing. That said, the H-145 helicopter from High Performance has a camera. I mean, it's only located at the nose, but it's there. I reckon they could put in a nose cam without the main gear cam.
Southwest 61, Kansas City Center, good evening.
Do the same thing, have the nose cam, and then just say no signal for the Boeing because you broke them. So that's what I'd do. So yeah, based off what I've seen with the H-145 helicopter, they could put the nose wheel cam in, but they wouldn't be able to put any other cams in, just the one. What's our arrival stead? It is Nix. Yeah, they got a weather radar. It's like, here is a weather radar. It doesn't really work the way a real weather radar does, but also you can't get the SDK to actually develop it.
Kansas City Center, good evening.
I mean, I understand that they might not be able to do it themselves because of lack of skill or whatever, but yeah. Well, let's give us the SDK so someone can do something with it.
American 15, contact Denver Center 132.22.
Now find the next
Over Denver,
transition.
132.22, we're back to 15, ready to go, break bill.
Halen. Let's read through that. Alright, Helen is this one here. Tracking by Curran, Idle, and Nix. Nix below level 220, above 190. Then Hagar. And we'll be landing the 3.4s or 3.5s.
Sure.
Which will put us at boss. Boss at 12,000. It's based on the pages there. Wind 340 at 21 knots, gusting 27. At least it's straight down the runway. We'll give it that. I reckon we'll be getting 3.5s left or right. Simultaneous approaching you, 3.4 right, 3.5 left and 3.5 right. I kind of hope for 3.5 left, but 3.5 right seems quite likely. So let's select nothing, because we still have that issue where if you select something and change it, it kind of gets stuck. Alright, we'll leave it the way it is now. So from Haggr, H-A-G-G-R, that's all I need. H-A-G-G-R, we go to B-S-T-O-N, which sounds a lot like Boston, and then boss, I'm just going to call it 3.5 left it is. We'll do a step if we need it. Left or right? Right. Okay. And a boss. Cool, there's Boston, boss,
American
Gratz,
1754, contact Denver Center 132.22.
Contact Denver Center 132.22, American 1754.
Cool. I just saw X-Codr, it was slightly cheaper, and so I bought that instead. That's how I went with it. It's like, that one's like $5 difference, alright. Haven't heard of you guys before, the screenshots look good. Done. Okay, 3.5s. I'll take up a look at the chart for both runways because you might need a swap. It's not going to be 3.4. They wouldn't cross us over.
618 Sierra Bravo, Kansas City Center. I don't hear your voice on the background noise.
3.5 left is less likely. 3.5 right is slightly more likely, but they're both pretty likely. There's boss, man trip. 12,210 knots. Dratz, Dory. And from there we enter the runway itself. Dory straight down the ILS 110.15 on a 153 course. Minimum descent altitude is 5,570. I don't feel like twisting a knob that much. Let's make it 200 feet in the hour rate.
227 Kansas City Center, the descending gear was 3 arrival.
Which is right there.
St. Louis landing.
Otherwise, we're going to spend the next 5 minutes
2974.
twisting that knob up 5,000 feet. Yikes. Cool.
64 right.
Better than flight being. Easier to download because the downloader was straight off the Orbix thing. And cheaper. Clock's looking for luck. I was looking at the screenshots, it's like, yeah, that's cool. I can see Lucifer inside of the terminal and looking nice and shiny. Looks good. Haven't flown into it, haven't sworn there. Who knows,
November
maybe it's
925 Papa X-ray, Kansas City Center. You cleared to Memphis International Airport via the Wilsey 3 arrival. Wilsey transitions in this file. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 410 when 2 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.72 and squawk 1732.
I do always enjoy flying to Denver. It's like right in the middle of the United States. High altitude airport. Massive thing with like a million runways. Lots of luck. I think they did a cross the pond with Denver once. I think that's one of the cross the ponds where I couldn't get a slot, so we ended up flying Denver to Chicago, if I remember. The MD-80. Seacon course, alright, cool. So it's even more accurate.
9884, Kansas City Center. Good evening. Right.
A, B, and C.
KLM 17 Whiskey, departing airspace to the east, Indianapolis International Line radar service terminated frequency change approved. See you later.
What gang are we getting? That's off that one. I need all flights. Because United Airlines actually fly a 777. I think it's only once a day on this route. It's a 200, not the 300. 2677 is the correct call sign, which I didn't choose because I thought anyone else would be flying this. Bravo 38, okay. That one there. Cool. So come in.
Figure 791. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's whatever you want to do.
Interesting, we won't be able to use taxiway Juliet.
Yeah, American 1388, I believe it was. There were two of you talking.
Bravo Sierra and then Spencer right here.
American 1388, flight level 370 pound rule.
B38. Cool.
American 1388. Good evening. How are you?
I'm very fine. Thanks for broadcasting.
American 235, departing airspace to the east, Indianapolis International Line radar service terminated frequency change approved. Yeah.
Kansas City Center, good evening. American 2793, 360.
American 2793, Kansas City Center. Where are you located?
Probably 30, 40 miles northwest of Will Rogers. 27.
Radar contact as 40. Good evening.
Kansas City Center, good evening. It's United 2615 Heavy, requesting speed 04 final cruise. We're
United 2615 heavy, radar contact 50, correction, 41 miles south of the Mitney VOR. Site request.
Request 30 full turn on crew for United
Let's see when we get inside that.
Yeah, approve this request. You got it. You gonna say flight level 380?
We're coming in as part of a massive gaggle of Unicom aircraft. What's this other one here? $36, $38, and $36.
Make it 791, follow airspace to the east, Indianapolis Center on line radar 7.
That dude is at 38. We can't go up, we can only go down. We can do 3-4, I suppose.
9255 X-ray, runway 21 taxi via out.
Have a look at Denver. A big cross in the sky, everything going in towards it. It is the United Airlines hub, so makes sense.
Make it 1685 to Fort airspace to the south, Memphis, correction, Fort Worth Center on line radar, 7 frequency change, please.
Headed over to Unicom, American 1685, thanks.
United 464. Contact Denver Center 132.22.
132.22, United 464. Have a good one.
American 555, Denver Center 132.22.
32.2, Power.
Nine 255 X-ray fly runway heading after departure wind 210 at let's see 210 at 18 runway 210 for takeoff.
Runway heading after departure runway 210.
Alright, let's run the brief.
Southwest 4189, St. Louis, correction.
Well, the next three arrival, different to runway 34,
visual foot runway 19 right.
Which will throw us out at Boss at 12,000 feet, 210 knots. That's where it's set up. We do expect landing
680 pop contact
right.
Denver Center 127.65.
There's a small chance they'll throw us over 3-4s, but I'm hoping they give us the 3-5s. Assuming we're on 3-5 right, so for the most part everything is a minimum altitude of 200 feet. Radio altimeter. Each runway is a slightly different height here in Colorado. and they're all more than 5,000 feet high.
970, you're clear for all
Touchdown
requests.
zone about
By
5,000 feet.
Kansas City Center.
So,
American
the Mile
227,
High
St.
City,
Louis,
they call it?
altimeter
About
2974, expect visual approach runway 11.
There's a few taxiways that are going to be difficult to taxi on. Echo Alpha, not that matters, but also Echo Echo. So if we do land on 35 right, as I'd expect, probably vacate via P6 or P7, taxi straight along P7 onto Echo Delta, and just make sure that we stay on Echo Delta, not Echo Echo. Popping down taxiway Mike. We're into the Charlie areas. No, we're not. We're into the Bravo areas. And there's some things to worry about in the Bravo. Obviously, we had a taxiway there that's not big enough for us. That's the one that's closest to Bravo. That's Kansas City. Kansas City United Airlines 7732, flight 3 answer.
Here, 7732, Kansas City Center, radar contact 32 miles southwest of the MIT VOR. Turn right, heading 360, vectors for separation.
Heading 360, no, that's 7732.
Center, good night, United 2677 Heavy, checking in, flight level 240.
In that case, there's probably no reason to keep fast. I'm going to drop it down to 3282.
Yeah, 2677, Kansas City Center, radar contact 32 miles southwest of the MIT VOR. Good afternoon.
7732. We already had a swap code from our departure. That's already set.
Frontier 4857, radar contact 33 miles southwest of the MIT VOR. Turn right, heading 360, vectors for separation.
Right, 360, contact.
Southwest 738, this is via the Kayla 3 arrival, St. Louis landing southeast, altimeter 2974. November 925 Papa X-ray, climb and maintain flight level 410. You can proceed direct to Springfield.
Alrighty, let's look at our landing speeds. Our arrival fuel will be 29.1. I have 38, 5, 0, 7. The last digit. Pumps 30, speed 143 for the re-ref. There's a bunch of wind. Need to chuck in that gust component, don't I? So 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 knots. No, it's not too bad. It is 20 though. We need to be 10 above. So it'll be 153 on approach. At least we're not an MD-11. Be re-ref plus 10 for the half of the component there. I mean, it's only a 6 knot gust, but 20 knots, half of 20 is 10. We're going to do that.
1388, Kansas City.
Request flight level 390 is able.
1388, climb and maintain flight level 390.
Flight level
1300 here from American. Thank you very much.
John 1080, Sparta Airspace to the east, Indianapolis Center 9 line, radar service terminated, frequency change, please. United 7732, proceed direct Halen.
Direct to Halen, United 7732. Halen set, nav.
And Frontier 4857, turn left heading 270.
Look at that farmland. I love these little crop circle things. They basically have a rotating sprinkler system in the middle there. Goes around and around and around. Makes it like a circle of irrigated area.
9884, Kansas City, sir. 9884, approve this request.
Whole bunch of corn, as is. So essentially have your pipe going to the middle of the field, and then you have a big like thing that stretches out with a bunch of sprinklers over the top of it, and it rotates around and around and around. That one looks like it's half harvested. So the brown stuff would be the dirt and the green stuff would be the corn.
And United 7732, turn left heading 270.
Left heading 270, United 7732. Zigzags, yeah. Should just slow us down, make us more ATR. Yeah, the half-coloured circles are part-way through being harvested. Either that or it's somebody else's land on the other side, and there's a fence right down the middle, and so they just rotate halfway across, stop and come back.
Kansas City, American 2792, the question.
Yeah, go ahead. 2793.
I was wondering, do you know if there are holes at all going into Denver? We're running some numbers. Looks like we're
got a steam
currently
train
at
in
over our
there.
max.
That's always fun.
I don't believe there are any holes going in there. Nobody has been made aware of it.
Roger.
If you'd like to turn, like at this point heading 360, it would help me out my separation, let you maybe lose a little bit of fuel weight.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that, American 2793. Just want to make sure we're going to burn fuel if we needed it going in.
Yeah, not that I know of. There's been no mention of any holes.
Roger, you want us to go and make that turn 360 now, American 27?
Yeah, you can do that. 360.
Roger.
Maybe 2793, let's just do a 360 there. Just go ahead and heading 090 now.
Roger, keep the turn coming, 090, American 2793.
Run out of agriculture.
United 2615, contact Denver Center 132.22.
3222.
Southwest 4189, turn right heading 160, join the runway 19 right, localizer.
160, join the 19 right, localizer, Southwest 4189.
Southwest 4189, airport is at your 12 to 1 o'clock, 11 miles ahead of the field. Southwest 4189, clear visual approach, runway 19 right. Tier 4857, turn left heading 250.
So Brent, you heading down to take a photo of the steam crane? Or I'm just going to sit and listen to the thing from afar. Or they're going to go and have a ride on it.
American 11, American 227, yeah, expected ILS. Descend and maintain 4,000 and turn right, heading 040, vector, final approach course. American 227, turn right, heading 040.
Is that a front of 520,
Frontier, go ahead, say again.
This is the airport you're heading for?
No, that was for American 227. United 17, correction, United 7732. Now you can proceed direct Halen.
Direct to Halen, United 7732. For the second time.
Southwest 189, wind 190 at 6, runway 19 right, clear to land.
Big old figure S in the sky.
American 227, you're 8 miles from Hicksob. Turn right heading 090. Maintain 4,000 till established on localized cleared ILS runway 11 approach. Frontier 4857, proceed direct Halen. American 2793, turn right now heading 270.
Right turn 270, American 2793.
Kansas City Center, EVA 57 heavy.
EVA 57 heavy, Kansas City Center.
Good evening, sir. 43 southeast of the Kingfisher VOR, flight level 300.
Before EVA 57, radar contact after 40, good evening.
Good day.
Just off cam for a second, do that.
Yeah, 2677, contact Denver Center, 132.22.
Over to Santa Cia 22.
And American 2793, you can proceed direct to Halen.
Direct to Halen, American 2793. Kansas City Center, hello, November 23rd from Victor Mike, outside level 450.
707, Victor Mike, Kansas City Center. Good evening. Descendant pilot's discretion, flight level 240.
Oh, discretion, number 240.
American 227, contact tower 118.5. United 7732, contact Denver Center 132.22.
132.22. No, 7732.
United 708, runway 19 right, taxi via Sierra 2 Bravo, altimeter 2968.
Is that last call for UPS 683? Yes, sir. UPS 683, reduce speed Mach 0.75 for spacing, please.
Mach 0.75, UPS 683.
Denver Center, United 7732, flight level 380. Make this way to.
United 7732, Denver Center, hello. Say Mach number, please.
7732, Mach decimal 82.
Right, United 7732, that'll work for now. I might have to slow down here in a little bit.
United 453, send reporting Southern.
United 453, descend to be the next rearrival, Denver's running north, Denver altimeter 292.
Altimeter 292, descend by the next three, United 453.
And United 453, keep that speed up, speed restriction up as long as you can in the descent, please.
Yeah, we have all the aircraft behind us, we know it, so we'll keep the speed up.
Yeah, can you,
United 2615, descend via the next rearrival, Denver's running north, Denver altimeter 292.
292 landing north and 10 via next 3 United 650.
Denver Center, this is Southwest 580 with you. Approximately 5 minutes
yes, we
to
are.
my top of descent.
Not the flight beam one, the other
580,
one.
descend via the next rearrival, Denver's running north, Denver altimeter
X-Codr
292.
designs. I'm hoping will be rather good looking. Still check the ATIS 1256.
Sorry, did you confirm this next 3 arrivals, right? Southwest 580.
Southwest 580, affirmative.
Bird activity within
Roger,
the
next 3
airport.
arrivals. Thank you.
Live on initial contact. You have information echo.
It's not Charlie anymore.
United 464, contact Denver, approach 126.55, good night.
Information echo 0053, Google echo. 1330 at
Southwest 3380, contact Albuquerque Center, 132.8, good day.
12,000 scattered. Field 15,000 broken. 22,000 broken. Temperature 30.
30
Super
degrees.
4. Altimeter 29902. Transit weather information for tow. KS. Northeast. Y available from flight service. Pilot.
Good evening, sir. And flight level 320, direct, Tango Bravo Echo.
American 61, Denver Center, hello.
Center front to flight 4857, Bravo 3.
Yeah, performance evaluation.
Frontier Flight 4857, 4857, Denver Center, hello.
So we'll do one-way 35, right. Traffic will be 30, air conditioning will be on, and the ice will be off. It's 30 degrees Celsius, so it's a quick turn rate is 477. Expected landing will be at 476. Alright, we're close. Yeah, pretty much there. Max VREF 155. The current actual VREF will be 143. Our landing speed will be 153 for the approach.
Southwest 580, reduce speed Mach 0.74, please.
Mach 0.74 for Southwest 580.
Good to hear I picked the right one.
United 7730, reduce speed Mach 0.75 for space.
That goes 75, no, that's 7722. Which I believe is the slowest we can manage. Yeah, it's about right. It's cool. Looking at it, we'd probably be able to make 7.4 at minimum. And if we need to go slower than that, we need to descend.
2615, you're Mach 0.75, correct?
We're at Mach 0.77.
2615, can you give me any faster in that descent?
It's affirmative.
2615, if you can give me up to Mach 0.80 on that descent would be appreciated.
Okay, Mach 0.80. Oh, nice.
I don't remember pressing that button. Maybe it's that button. I also don't remember pressing that, but I do remember pressing stuff around here, so maybe that got collected in the meantime. Deselect those two.
Denver Center, American 2793, flight level 360 with a bit of an odd request if you have a minute.
American
Use the
2793, go ahead.
taxi routes, so I know where.
Yeah, it looks like we're currently about 1,000 pounds over our max landing weight. Our math says if we get about an 8 to 10 minute hold, we should be able to get down. Wondering if you had a place to put us for that.
American 2793, affirmative, standby.
That dude packed too much fuel. Let's say you can't have too much fuel unless you're on fire. Well, you can if you're above max landing weight. Of course, there's an easy way to fix that, which is just hold. It's a bit embarrassing. We're actually pretty heavy today. We've got like more than an hour worth.
American 2793, hold at corn. As published, right turns.
So we're
Expect
landing with
further clearance.
29,000 pounds.
10 minutes
fuel,
after you start the hold.
Which is
We'll hold at corn as published, right turns, and we'll expect
not
further
above
clearance.
max landing weight.
10 minutes after we get in. Just confirm the published hold at corn is left turn. Do you want to exact same but right?
My apologies, I just saw it as I gave it to you. It'd be left turns from corn, please.
So
all right, left turns at corn as published, and we'll expect.
Yeah, max landing weight would be 539,000 pounds. We're going to be arriving at about 476, which is plenty. 554 is our max landing
UP
weight.
Christian United 453, contact upper approach 126.55.
Which we didn't even take off of that.
12655, United 450.
But the quick turn, which means not using too much brake power.
Southwest
but close
580. If you could reduce speed in that descent for me, stay indicated airspeed.
Yeah, that's true. It's better to have more, too much than not enough. Otherwise, have to divert somewhere.
Right
Even
now
worse.
we are at 0.702.
I guess he came into
And what's your indicated
Denver,
airspeed?
Colorado
What's the numbers on the
on
left side of
FNO
your
saying,
speed strip?
you know,
304.
look at all this traffic coming into Denver.
It's Southwest 580, if your speed 260 indicated or
I've
less.
also chucked in like an hour and a bit of holiday.
260 for Southwest 580.
Difference is I'm a 777, so my aircraft can fly for 15
I'm now going to get
hours.
ahead, copy United 2677,
737 or 320 or something.
Yeah, 2677, send to the next 3, arrival Denver's landing north, Denver, Denver 2992, and maintain that Mach 0.75 in the descent, please.
Maintain the 75 and descend the arrival United 2677.
Yeah. They didn't say they're getting holding at the moment, which is fine.
Flightable 340.
Denver, Colorado has like a million
Try and
nodes.
755, Denver Center, hello.
I do understand they're only using 4 of them at the moment, but still. Three of the runways for landing. So I think they're landing on, is it 34 left or is it right? I think it's 34 right, 35 left and right. And the departure is
United
34 left
143,
and one of these other ones.
Denver Center, I think you're with the wrong Denver Center, stand by.
Yeah, mess.
United 143, contact Denver Center 128.32.
Denver Center, Citation 311 Alpha Sierra, flight level 230.
Station 311 Alpha Sierra, Denver Center, hello, maintain flight level 300.
Maintain flight level 300, Citation 311 Alpha Sierra.
Denver Center United 7732, requesting descent.
United 7732, descend via the next 3 arrival, Denver's landing north, Denver altimeter 2992.
Descend by next 3 arrival, landing north, then 7732.
And who else was calling it?
United 523 with you, flight level 26.
United 523, Denver Center, hello. UPS 683, good afternoon, descend via the next 3 arrival, Denver's landing north, Denver altimeter 2992.
120, let's run that checklist. Descent, recall, check, no items. Notes, check, no items. Order brake will be order brake 2. Yes, check. Main data re-ref is set, 143, and room is set 200. Approach briefing completed. Set checklist complete.
BPS 2677, if you can actually keep your speed up during that descent, you can remove that 0.75 or less restriction.
Now here's the trick, we are cleared to an altitude, essentially, we're cleared for the entire
Yeah,
arrival
2677, you can delete that Mach point 75 restriction.
You
If you
also
keep your
already
speed up,
gave
please, in
us
your descent.
our altimeter.
Roger that, delete your first.
Don't hit the altimeter before you start the descent, because then you have some
PPF 683 descend V is the
We have now
X-ray
begun
arrival
our
representing
descent, so
north
I'm
and
going to hit the
altimeter
altimeter now.
2992.
I was just going to call,
2992.
yep, hold descend V the next 3 and Denver landing north. What did you say the altimeter was for 683?
There we go.
2992, don't need to make a change.
Oh, beautiful.
Altimeter is 2992.
American 61 Heavy, I've got you radar identified
We're
again.
out of
Welcome
standard.
back.
Not that it makes any difference with 2992. Anyway.
American 61, not a problem, you're on your back.
Signs going on. Hello passengers, Captain speaking from the flight deck.
Denver Center for UPS 683, we're doing the Mach .75. What would you like us to do the
about
transition?
25 minutes from now.
UPS 683, let's call it 260 in the transition. Good.
260 in the transition will be so. Be nice to UPS 683.
Colorado today, we have a temperature
Data
of
49,
30 degrees
contact
Celsius.
Albuquerque Center,
Quite a bit
132.8
squally
today.
and breezy out there today with winds up to about 30 miles an hour.
United 49, contact Albuquerque Center, 132.8 today.
300 ER. And have a plan to stay in Colorado. Can crew, please prepare the aircraft for all the arrival.
What's your flight 4850, 7% via the next 3 arrival, Denver landing north, Denver altimeter 2992.
That'll be the next United north on descent for 857.
Giant 765, same Mach number.
Mach point
Oh, that's all right, America. We should have converted that 30 degrees into Fahrenheit.
2793, same Mach number.
Mach decimal 788.
It's 86 degrees.
American
Fahrenheit.
2793, reduce speed Mach .75 for intrail spacing, please.
Reduce Mach .75, American 73.
At 2615, contact Denver approach 126.55, good day.
Yeah, 12655, United 215, good night.
Southwest 580, contact Denver approach 126.55, good day.
Yeah, that's one way there.
Southwest 580, contact Denver approach 126.55, good day.
135. 135.
I want
Decimal 55, thank you.
Oh, there's a million grounds.
126, 2655.
Which one is which?
3665. Thank you.
American 61 Heavy, welcome back.
13235 for tower.
American 2793, I apologize. You're going to the hold there, right?
Hey, from 2793.
Yeah, you can delete that speed restriction, I apologize.
No, there's a speed restriction to
The tower frequency is in radio 2. We have 2 tower frequencies. I'll put both of them in. Not sure which is which.
American 2793 is on the hold at 1.
American 2793, roger. Just let me know whenever you're ready to depart.
Alright, well, that was really cool.
Center, good evening, EVA 51 Heavy, flight 1300.
EVA 51 Heavy, Denver Center, hello.
And Denver Center, Giant 765.
Giant 765, Denver Center.
Yeah, we're getting close to our top of descent here.
Alright, Giant 765 descend via the next three arrivals, Denver's landing north, Denver altimeter 2992.
Next 3 landing north, 2992, Giant 765.
Papa, 2 miles northeast of Litter, flight level 240.
November 68 Sierra Papa, Denver Center, hello. Expect the ILS in that runway 35 left at Springs. Springs information echoes current.
Expect the ILS 35 left, we have echo.
November 68 Sierra Papa, when able to proceed direct Drake, descend and maintain 16,000. Springs altimeter 2997.
Okay, direct Drake, descend and maintain 16,000. We've got the altimeter.
Net 2677, contact number approach 126.59, good day.
Approach 126, that's for 55, 7732.
Net 7732 negative, that was free netted 2677.
Ah.
Net at 683, contact number approach 126.55, good day.
Or Denver approach 12655 for UPS 683, have a good one.
Headed 7732, contact number approach 126.55, good day.
12655, 7732.
South please, that is 2677.
What was that information?
Denver approach, UPS 683 Heavy, 17,300, descending on the next 3 arrival. We have Echo on board.
United 2677 Heavy, contact Denver approach 133.62, thanks.
Lots going on.
United 2677 Heavy, contact Denver approach 133.62.
13262,
UPS 683 Heavy, Denver approach, the Denver altimeter 29902, thanks for Echo, you can expect the ILS 35 left approach.
We'll expect 35 left approach, 2992 for the altimeter, UPS 683 Heavy.
UPS 683 Heavy, contact Denver approach 133.62, thanks for flying in.
13362 for UPS 683 Heavy, thanks.
Denver approach, now 7732, descending by the next 3, Echo.
Okay, 7732 Denver approach, thanks for Echo, you can expect the ILS 35 left.
Oh, 35 left, 7732.
Denver approach, American 1684, we're descending via the logger arrival passing through 270.
American 1684 Denver approach, Denver altimeter 29902. Advise information Echo on board, you can expect the visual approach from 35 right.
Expecting 35 right, we have Echo on board, American 1684.
Now we're first.
Roger, thanks for Echo.
And we're first. Left. Out of box. HAGGR. Okay, that's it. Didn't break the sim. we set the correct 15? We'll do it now. Can't be windy. Cabin crew, please be seated for landing. And our landing is at 5,300 feet.
Unit 7732 Heavy, contact Denver 3.62. Thanks for flying in tonight.
133.62, no, 7732.
American 1684, Denver approach.
Contact tower 132.35.
122.35, thank you. Power 580.
And Korean Air 6605, maintain 190 knots.
Maintain 190 knots, Korean Air 6605.
Denver approach, United 7732, descend 12.
United 7732, Denver approach, hello. And United 2677, turn left heading 320 and join the runway 35 left localizer.
20 down the low flight, 2677.
And Korean Air 6605, verify you're lining up for runway 35 left.
Line up for runway 35 left, yes. Korean Air 6605.
Okay, roger. I just got you lining up for 34 right then.
Korean Air's got 108.5 with ILS for 35 left.
Okay, roger. United 2157, contact tower now 132.35. You have a nice one.
132.35, have a good evening, United 2157.
United 1897, turn left heading 010.
Heading 010, United 1897.
No, the Sam, there's no ATC down in Houston, so
clear
no.
ILS runway 35 left approach. United 7732, cross Boss at 12000, at Boss cleared ILS runway 35 left approach.
That's Boss at 12,000 and then PLS approach runway 35.
EPS 683, clear direct cross at or above 11,000, clear
I have
ILS
time, but we
runway
don't have any desire to get a uniform again.
So direct crop, cross crop, at or above 11,000 and cleared ILS 35 left approach.
This one's about to expire in the next.
And United 1897, not sure if I gave you a little bit too sharp an angle, but
Vegas
you can join the
scenery for it properly.
35 left localizer.
In the 35 left localizer, United 1897.
Good hunting.
Korean Air 65, correction, Korean Air 6605, heavy contact tower 132.35.
132.95, Korean Air 6605, heavy.
132.35, 132.35.
132.35, Korean Air 6605.
Cabin is ready.
United 2677, maintain 180 knots, still 5 DME, contact tower now 132.35.
Set.
180 contact tower, 132.25.
United 1897, clear direct Krupp.
Direct Krupp, United 1897.
And United 1897, heavy, maintain 190 knots.
190, United 1897.
Flaps 1, speed check. Flaps 1. It's about 7,000 above the airfield.
Push 105 4857, showing an entry at a 135.
Frontier 4857, Denver approach. Hello, verify you have the ILS 35 left boss transition plugged in today.
Affirm, we got a plug in.
Yeah, Frontier 4857 at boss, cleared ILS runway 35 left approach.
I'm boss steady on the 35 left, 105 4857.
United 1897 heavy, 5 miles from Krupp. Maintain 11, correction, Krupp at above 1,000. And cleared ILS runway 35 left approach.
Krupp at above 11,000, clear ILS 35 left approach, and the destination.
Good evening, Denver approach, Giant 765 heavyweight to you, information, Foxtrot, speeds limited to 230.
Giant 765 heavy, Denver approach. Hello, verify you have the ILS 35 left boss transition plugged in today.
Affirmative, we got the 35 left boss transition, Giant 765.
Giant 765 heavy at boss, cleared ILS runway 35 left.
Boss cleared ILS 35 left, Giant 765.
UPS 683 heavy, contact Denver Tower 9132.35.
Over Denver Tower, UPS for 13235 for UPS 683 heavy.
United 1897 190.5 DMB, using contact Tower now 132.35. You have a nice one.
107 knots, 05 PME, Tower 13255, and destination yeah.
Yes, the demon blue horse, that's Lucifer. Love it. People are also suspicious about why a small city has such a huge airport. To 10 to Diamond and 175. And that bizarre artwork that's in the main terminal, with like people wearing gas masks and carrying machine guns and swords. What?
United 7732 heavy, contact Tower now 132.35. You have a nice one.
We have to descend.
United 7732 heavy, contact Tower now 132.35. You have a nice one.
132, that's 135, 732.
Denver Tower, Air Canada 179, final 135 right.
Air Canada 179, Denver Tower 13201, Star Gust 17, right 35 right, clear the line.
Clear the line, 35 right, Air Canada 179.
United 2677 heavy, left turn, Mike 6, forming ground 120.15.
Be the captain from above.
Yeah, 2637 left turn, Mike 6, ground 120.15, traffic 2 out.
Copy that, Mike 6, over the ground, United 2677.
Yeah, 2732, welcome to Denver, Papa 7 Echo Delta.
Papa 7 Echo Delta.
And on Echo Delta, you can go into Congo line to the ground, 120.15.
A little with a break. Buck 15. I shall make it Buck 20. Freeze as traffic spawns in 10,000. Denver Tower, United 7732, established 35 left.
United 770, or Christian United 7732, Denver Tower, good evening, 132010, gust 17, runway 35 left for the land.
5 left, let's land, 9732.
UPS 683 Heavy Denver Tower. It's going to be a minute before ground can get you going southbound, so let's make that left turn. Echo Charlie, leaving traffic 2L. Correction, scratch that. Let's make it Mike 6 now.
Speed is going to be 150.
Mike 6 for UPS 683.
153, so.
Echo Canada 179. Welcome to Denver. Left turn, Papa 7, taxi, Papa 7, Echo Delta.
Brakes up. Flaps to 30.
And UPS 683, next left, Mike 7, ground, traffic short climb.
Turn in now.
Thank
you. Tower Delta 37 inbound, 34 right.
Pre-trim.
Delta 37 confirmed, 34 right.
34 right, Delta 37 heavy.
2875.
2875, Delta 37.
Denver Tower, good evening, 2931, visual 35 right.
Yeah, 2937, Denver Tower, good evening, confirm, 35.
Oh, that was Delta 2931, checking in, visual 35 right.
Delta 2931, Denver Tower, good evening, 132010, gust 17, runway 35 right, clear to land.
35 right, clear to land, Delta 2931.
United 1897, Denver Tower. Let's keep it on the roll for me down to Echo Charlie, traffic 3 out.
You can do that, or you can just do what I did. Loon out sideways and come back.
Down to Echo Charlie, United 1897 heavy.
Turning actually gives you...
Echo Canada 179, Papa 7, Echo Delta ground 120.15.
Papa 7, Echo Delta with ground now, Canada 129.
United 2732, Denver Tower, check your squad.
Alfonso Flight 57 with you, ILS 35 now.
Frontier Flight 48,
not looking promising right now.
Denver Tower, good evening, 1340 at 7 now, gust 18, altimeter 2995, runway 35 left, go to land.
Call the wind clear on 3 contact Alfonso Flight 4857.
Yeah, it's looking like we might... Ah, there we go. We've recovered slightly. Back up, back up. Getting a couple of frames a
Yeah,
second.
1897 takes us up ground 120.15.
Ground 1015 is the destination heavy, yeah.
Well, that was... this is still in... City indeed, that's horrendous. I believe that's called a touchdown. There it is.
Delta 2931, welcome to Denver, your taxi, Papa 7 Echo Delta.
Papa 7 Echo Delta, Delta 2931.
Yeah, 7732 Denver Tower, left turn, Echo Charlie.
Internet control, 7732. Which one is that? I'll go here because I don't want to go in the back of that MD.
Yeah, 7732, that's Mike 6, hold short on Mike ground 120.15.
Hold short Mike 120, that's small 5, 732.
For UPS 683, did you send us over to ground? I must have missed that.
UPS 683 Heavy, A firm I did, 120.15.
12015, sorry about that.
My apologies.
Yeah, it's probably me that missed it, so.
It got chaotic, sorry.
Yeah, that'll be it. 57 aeroplanes on the ground. Roll forward a touch actually here. Ground United 7732 vacated runway 35 on what? It must have been 9 or 5, not 1 5.
72 at Charlie 43 is ready for push and start.
Southwest 1572 Denver ramp push and start is approved. Put straight back. Stop at the first line.
All right, we'll push straight back. Stop at the first line. Southwest 1572.
Denver ramp below there from United 441. We're at 777. We are just turning on to Bravo November. Parking at your convenience.
United 1588 Heavy.
Turning United 7732, just saying that for a good tip of ground.
Yeah, 7732 ground 120.15.
2015, thanks. Got the 15 bit correct.
Signature, in the speed of stack request taxi 1025.
Alright, stand by. November 311 Alpha Golf, you ready?
1 Alpha Golf, ready.
Actually, you're going 34 left. I just missed your routing. November 150 Alpha Sierra, you ready?
Affirmative for 150 Alpha Sierra.
That's number 150 Alpha Sierra, taxi, runway 25, taxi via Mike, Alpha Sierra, Alpha Alpha.
25 via Mike, Alpha Sierra, Alpha Alpha for November 150 Alpha Sierra.
United 2732 Heavy as you make your turn on the Bravo November, ramp 130.905.
Better for us to go to Bravo Sierra if it's earlier.
Bravo Sierra, sure. Continue down on the Lima, right out to November.
Hey, ground 7732 is vacated 35 right, hold short of Mike. Gate, Bravo 38.
United 7732 Denver ground, taxi Mike Alpha November to the ramp.
Mike Alpha November to the ramp, no, that's 7732.
Departure flight 4857 Denver ground.
We overbooked the
Over
brakes.
with you, Mike, we have no gate preference anywhere.
Departure flight 4857 Denver ground, taxi Mike Alpha November to the ramp. Just taxi as fast as possible.
Can I be in the section?
Mike Alpha November to the ramp, taxi as fast as possible.
Mike Alpha November, keep it rolling, sponsor flight 2057.
United 7732, I need you to taxi as fast as possible, please.
Increase speed, 7732. Failures. Still saying it's active.
No, that's
No. I said no.
November 2, Mike Alpha, hold position. Signature's tough right now. I got a bunch of aircraft taxiing on the same run with the same taxi.
Clear all. Go. Active. None. Active. Clear all. No.
United 7732 Heavy, I need you to taxi, please. You're blocking traffic.
I'll give it a go. 7732.
November 0 Alpha Sierra, hold position.
150 Alpha Sierra, hold position.
And departure flight 4857, ramp 130.6.
130.6,
And at 2732 on your turn to the ramp 130.6.
That's it. That's full power.
Ground
American
1684 on Echo Delta.
Air American 1684, Denver ground.
FS actions,
Echo
is
Delta, hold short of mine.
Menu,
Echo Delta,
FS
hold
actions.
short of
How
mine.
do you do it? I've already cleared it like 4 or 5 times now.
November 0 Alpha Sierra, continue taxi, fast taxi, please.
Fast taxi for 150 Alpha Sierra.
Keep going. Yeah, I can tell that the brakes are over here. I've cleared the brake function like 4 or 5 times now.
Go ahead.
Hold position. Actually, correction, disregard. Delta 2931, hold position.
Holding position, Delta 2931.
Thank you, Giant
So the way you're
765,
meant to
make
be
a
able to
left
clear
on
the
the Lima,
failure
hold short of
is
Mike on
through the
Alpha.
FNS, not FS actions, because there's no failures.
Left on Lima, hold
So you go
short
into the
on
menu,
Mike
you
Alpha.
go into PMDG setup, you go into aircraft, you go into failures, you go into active failures. You clear them all, and you press execute. You wait for it to clear, but then you have to clear them all, you have to execute. And then you wait for it to clear, and then you clear them all, and then you execute. And then you wait for it to come back.
That's 2931
clear them
after
all,
the
and you
giant
execute.
passes.
And you wait for it to come back. And then you clear them all,
Continue taxi.
and you execute.
Alright, after the
And then you wait for it to come back. And then you clear it all, and you execute, and then you wait for it to come back.
November 0 Alpha
Then you clear it all,
Sierra,
and then you
once
execute,
again,
and
make
you
a
wait for it
left
to
on
come back.
Alpha,
And then you
ramp
clear it all, and execute, and
131.97.
wait for it to come back. And then you clear it all, and execute, and wait for it to come back. And then you clear it all, and execute, and wait for it to come back.
UBS 683, taxi
And then you
Mike
wait for it to come
Charlie
back,
to the ramp.
and then
Mike Sierra Charlie to ramp, UBS 683.
Delta 2931 in your turn into the ramp 130.6.
Ramp 34, up good weekend, Delta 2931.
before maintenance. We can't do that with engines.
Before where you're parking.
Alpha Gates, American 1684.
Roger, American 1684, taxi to the ramp via Lima Alpha Alpha.
Lima Alpha Alpha to the ramp, American 1684.
Yeah, so I'm going another one.
428, Charlie Sierra, hold short of hotel.
I'm going into the next one.
United 408, I wish I could talk to you to contact ramp 130.95.
13095, United 40, what's it?
Yeah, United 7732 on your turn into the ramp 130.6.
130.6, 732.
Giant 765, heavy hold position.
Hold position, 765.
Actually, Giant 765, if you're able to taxi as fast as possible, taxi ramp Mike Sierra Charlie.
Repeat for 765.
Giant 765, if you're able to taxi as fast as possible, taxi Mike Sierra Charlie to the ramp.
Can't tell what's going on.
Yeah, no problem. Mike Sierra Charlie to the ramp, Giant 765.
The lag, I couldn't tell if I had the brakes all the way down, not down at all, was stopping, was going faster. That's how I've ended up in this
United
situation.
7732 Denver ground.
7-2, go ahead.
7732. Just continue taxiing straight into the ramp. Once you're in the ramp, ramp 130.6.
I'm trying to just get in lag. I will move when I can.
Roger. November 2, Mike Echo, you ready to go?
Agreed.
Ready to go, shoot Mike Echo.
And 3-1 Alpha Golf, you ready to go?
1 Alpha Golf, good to go.
3-1 Alpha Golf, do you have the giant 747 in height sight?
1 Alpha Golf, got the 7-4.
Roger, November 3-1 Alpha Golf, runway tree 4 left after the giant passes. Taxi via Mike Alpha Alpha, hold short of the ramp at Alpha Alpha.
Oh, look at that. We've actually cleared the failures this time.
Mike Alpha Alpha, short of Alpha Alpha after 7-4, Boeing 1 Alpha Golf.
Number 2 Mike Echo, same with you, follow the November 311 Alpha
It's meant to
Golf.
work from there as well, and it just did for the first time.
Well, 311 Alpha Golf.
I didn't know there was one in the EFB as
American
well.
1684, contact ramp 131.907.
131.907, American 1684.
Ground maintenance. You can't do that with the engines running. You'd have to shut down on the taxiway while that controller's saying, "Get the heck off my taxiway! Please move! Go, go, go! Get out of there!" Yeah.
And ground frontier flight 2820 repair of 35 at Mike 7, we're taxiing gate.
I'm not entirely convinced that the bug was because of PMDG or because, you know, the
to the
lag.
ramp, make a left on the Mike right Alpha Alpha.
I have to look in. Oh,
Mike Alpha
God.
Alpha,
I
frontier
have to
flight
look
21.
into the options in this airfield and see if I can turn stuff off. So this tablet, which you need to have the parking brake set and the engines off to do things with. That one. Yeah, that one. Cool. Nice. Right. That's while the controller's yelling at you and getting you moving. Please get the heck off my taxiway. Yeah, I'm just going to shut down the engines here and do some maintenance on the aircraft. I'll be back with you in about 8 minutes. As it dot wallops you from the network.
Ground, good evening, United 712 Heavy will hold short runway Mike.
What's meant to happen is you click that failure active and clear them all.
No,
all
United
the failures
712 Heavy Denver
I did
ground
that
welcome to
about
Denver,
22
taxi
times.
to the ramp via Echo
And
Delta
the 23rd
Lima,
time at work.
Alpha November.
Echo Delta Lima Alpha November,
Anyway,
United
I'm just
712.
going to spray around a bit to see if we can get some frame rates with no aircraft on. Okay, that's a bit better. It's a lot better. Alright, apparently having 193 aircraft on the ground from Vatsim is it's pushing it over the edge. I'm seeing a distinctive ridge, so I don't know how this will go as we go into that gate. Let's get the gate number again. Bravo 38. flash issue. Have to double check that I don't have other add-ons running at the same time. Let's mount this. Bounce. Woo! Yikes. We've had a tail strike. Looks like we did not. Yeah, still have a sober one. Well, it's my top. Not that trouble. Let's go back in here. Need to delete the default. Alright, I'll have to do that then. Another clear tail strike. Clear that. Go. Done. So that's what should have happened with the tyre issue. But it didn't. So. But then again, we were lagging. We have two airports loaded at the same time apparently, and yeah. With any luck next time, we'll be a little bit more successful. Been distracted, haven't been able to look up here. Let's just get the ground power stuff connected straight away. Parking brake, so. Yeah, indeed. Thank you for flying with United Airlines in a Boeing. Everything is as expected. Now we just need to get airport security to drag one of the passengers off by the face, and everything will be completed. APU's on, shut down engine, dang dang. Transponder's off. Set 2000. Stuff up here to do. Tick 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 tick. Check our list. Parking brake is set. Weather radar is apparently irradiating the terminal. That's one would expect. Cool. Clock has been off for a bit. Other clock is at 2 hours 13 minutes. Let's dump the passengers out. Call the police. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay seated while security comes to meet the aircraft. Apparently pulling my feet off the rudder pedals, touch the rudder pedals. Get some doors open.
The boarding requested.
Alright, looks like I'm off to delete some default scenery. Yes, the door's still attached, so it's not a Max, come on. That's a 737 specialty. Well, anyway, I'm going to look to see if I can turn down some of the settings on the scenery, because clearly the computer's not handling this very well at all. It handles almost as badly as Melbourne orbits. So with any luck, there's some internal scenery we can turn off. So I don't need, you know, there's probably some stuff in the showcase that we can have a look at. Lucifer being one of the things. That mural with the gas mask and stuff. I can see the passengers sitting there. I'm assuming this is GSX funny. That's just too funny. Yeah, that's the GSX passengers standing outside the terminal. Great. Thanks, GSX. It's always great seeing it. Neither PC needs simply work. Also, yeah, as you guys have probably mentioned there, I think I've got the default Lasobo scenery sitting underneath the add-on. So essentially we have two sceneries running at the same time, which can't be healthy for it. And yeah, clearly two versions of the same road. One of them inside the terminal, the other one not. Cool. We'll get that sorted for the next flight. Don't know when Denver will be up next. Maybe every couple of months they tend to do Denver. Yes. Where is Lucifer? Lucifer's down that side, isn't it? It's usually kind of close to the back end. Or is it down in here somewhere? Yeah, delete from the thingy. Does anybody know where on the field Lucifer is? I thought it was here, outside the entrance, but I also have a funny remembrance of it being near the FedEx apron, wherever that is. Cool, yep, so I'll have to delete the old Asobo. That's, yeah, in the content manager rather than in your file manager. I'm going to have to look on Google to see where Lucifer is. Let's go to maps. It's up the other side. Oh no, it's that way. Cool. I think I can see him. Which direction I pointed? There's the terminals. There's the road. There's that runway. Alright, it's on the other side of that runway. Yeah, throw the reinstall MFSS on a new SSD. That might work out.
Crew to boarding starting. Your pilots to boarding starting. Where exactly is this horse? It's just below us. There it is. Welcome to Denver, Colorado. Nothing suspicious here at all. Just a blue horse with red eyes. And on that friendly note, welcome to Denver. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm looking at maybe doing another flight later tonight. Till then, bye for now.